Good morning and welcome to today's video. So today we're going to take a look back at 2019. We're going to look at all the highlights, we're going to look at some bloopers, some cock-ups and some funny bits as well. So without further ado, let's skip to the intro. Right, so let's take a look back at the year then. So February was a great start to the year. That was the bothy camping up on the Lake District. Really enjoyed that. Very wet, cold, windy weekend, but that was absolutely fantastic, that was. After this, it was the trip out to Poland with the wife. That was brilliant. That was our first year without the children that we'd actually got away in 13 years, I think it was. So we done a lot of walking in the snow in the mountains, over from Poland into Czech Republic and Czech Republic into Poland. So that was a really nice sort of short break for us, that was. So coming back from that, this is a massive change for myself, because this is where I gave up the fire service after 10 years. I was an on-call firefighter. I work for the ambulance service full-time, and I'm doing a blog, I'm doing the channel, and the YouTube channel was starting to get, I won't say big, but I was putting more time into it really, and as that started to progress, something had to give because of the work-life balance. Well, it wasn't like this, it was starting to shift really, and something had to give, and it was the fire service, because that took a hell of a lot of my time. You know, you have to be within reach of the fire station, you know, pretty much 90 hours a week. And you know, after 10 years I thought, you know what, I've done my bit for the community, it's time for me to do something for myself. So that gave me more time to get outdoors and do all of this sort of stuff really. So then I started to work on the YouTube channel, and you know, I'd done videos for a couple of years, but not to a great standard, and you know, I'm not even at a fantastic standard at the moment, but I started to develop my skills in sort of my post-production and my filming and stuff, and I really started to enjoy it. And it was the putting together of these videos that I really enjoyed doing, as well as making them. You know, it's the whole thing of just getting outdoors really is the main thing. The sort of ethos for the blog, the channel and everything is just get outside. So I started to look at what we were doing, and you know, we're not a dedicated bushcraft channel, we're not dedicated to hiking, wild camping, we're just dedicated to being outdoors really. You know, sometimes you can't get out kayaking, you can't get out wild camping, so you need to sort of adapt to what the environment is, you know. So like some days, you know, I think, oh, I'll go kayaking and the river's on the push too hard, so then we'll come out here and we'll do something out here. So I started to push the channel to doing, you know, to being sort of more of an outdoor channel, as a generic outdoor channel. So we're covering stuff like outdoor cooking, kayaking, camping, hiking, bushcraft, and just generally just getting outside really. That's the main thing with it all. June, we headed over to northern Sweden. Really great trip. We done, I think it was a 5-day hike through the mountains in northern Sweden. That was 110k. The videos on the channel there, please take a look at that. It was an absolute fantastic week. That was really enjoyed it. And from June, so then we've done hiking and camping in this neck of the woods. We've been kayaking down the river, kayak fishing down the river. So it's been a really good year. August was trip to Scotland. That was my first time wild camping in Scotland. Really enjoyed that. Absolutely beautiful. We done Ben Nevis. And then came September, and September was the Trek 24 for the East Anglian Air Ambulance. That was a great day out, that was. You couldn't beat the weather for that. You know, we done 24k along the North Norfolk coast to raise money for the East Anglian Air Ambulance. So that was a really good trip out, that was. And then September was Ennerdale as well. So we went back up to Ennerdale to do a walk through Ennerdale up to Scope Tarn. The first night we camped down by the River Liza, which was a fantastic night. Had a good meal, good stomach full of rum. Started heading off on the Saturday, and the weather came in, and to be perfectly honest, my head weren't in the right place for it, so we decided to head back to Ennerdale, and we came home that same day. And then of course November, December was the application for the Fjallraven Polar. So that basically took about a month out of my life really, canvassing for votes for this, doing the videos, and I really enjoyed doing it, and it is a hell of a lot of hard work. Anyone who's looking at applying it will take a month of your life whilst you're applying for this. So unfortunately we didn't get anywhere, but like I said, I really enjoyed the whole process, met some fantastic people online, but yeah, unfortunately we didn't get anywhere, but there's always next year. So I've got ideas in my head at the moment, and I'm just throwing these ideas together, get them on the paper to try and get something together for next year. So hopefully 2020 will be the year that we get accepted onto the Fjordhaven Polar. Probably the highlight of my year would be, there's probably two, I'd say. The highlight of the year would be probably climbing Ben Nevis with my son. It was a miserable day, it was raining, it was misty, it was cold, there was sleet, it was August, but that was probably the first big trek that we've done together. There was a bit of whinging on the way up, there was a lot of whinging on the way down, but it was a goal that we achieved ourselves. He'd wanted to do it, and off we went, and we summited on Ben Nevis. So I really enjoyed that. That was a real highlight of the year, that was. Next, I think probably coming into Abisko in northern Sweden and just seeing thousands and thousands of reindeer just out in front of us on the fields there. That was an absolute amazing experience, that was. The 2019's been a great year, really enjoyed this year, done absolutely loads of stuff. So let's just take a look at some of the stuff we've got up to this year. So I brought up some coal for the wood burner, or the multi-fuel burner that's here. Now's the time to tell Jared that it wasn't 4.5 kilos that he brought up, it was 6 kilos, and I brought up 3.
So, is that why you offered to change over?
I started to feel a bit bad. So that was a bit of a fail. Mosquito heaven. Camping in a tarp, no good. So that was a fail on my behalf. I should have brought a tent. Son number one has enjoyed himself. He hasn't moaned once. Right, there we have it. We've done it. So we hit the summit of Ben Nevis. Beautiful view, as you can see. So this is the old observatory that's behind us here.
Just take the first step in faith.
Oh. Det luktar farligt. Helvete. So I probably pushed out about 20 videos this year, probably more than that actually, and let's just take a look at some of the bloopers from them all. Chap blocked the Wallawonga dancing, dancing, dancing. Right, so that should do us for a look. Oi! I hope that your next turd is a hedgehog. Your ears turn into arseholes, and you shit down your neck. There's a smile. I saw a smile there, Jared. Me where? Finland, 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 a place I want to be. Finland, Finland, Finland. Tallest thing you climbs is the stairs in Wetherspoons to get to the toilet.
Yeah, that's true. My house, I'll do that.
How's the head? Look at dug me a hole. Right, so there we go, that's 2019. Thanks for everyone that's watched the videos through 2019. Thanks for everyone that's commented on the channel, on the blog, on all of the Instagram. I really do appreciate all of your feedback, all of your comments. It's been absolutely great to see you get involved with everything that I'm doing on the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button just here. And as always, there's a couple of videos here for you to take a look at if you fancy it. And we shall see you next year. The next video we're going to be doing next year is another outdoor cooking using the Anave Frontier stove. We're going to be hot smoking a side of bacon. So we'll see you out on the next one.